Hello! Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm going to monologue. I am Freefork, that's my online alias, and normally I wanted to type this out. Generally I would write in the comment sections with my. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the gameplay, but I would normally write into the comment sections of like my own stream. That was my plan. Oh my god. I can see why people script these craps. Okay. Okay. Don't mind the Donkey Kong footage. I couldn't get my own footage because if I did, then that would mean I have to record it and then have like a video playing, and I can't. Look, I would get my own footage for things if I didn't have to have like such bad streaming quality, because when I stream, you can like get a buttload of buffering because it's a very, very low, poor quality stream, and I can't really fix that even if I put it on like the lowest setting. So you're just gonna have to I'm just gonna have to deal with this because this stream. Oh my god, I gosh, slow down. It's good for my public speaking, but basically, I wanted to write 5 game reminders, basically things that I really, really love about video games, and generally what separates perfect games from regular okay games. And I hope that in this video I can go over everything I love about video games real quick, or at least 5 things that basically all my favorite games have in common. So let's just go through them really quickly. I don't have a lot of time, so sorry, I have cold hands, so I'm breathing on myself right now. So it might seem like I'm deep breathing, but I'm not. It'd be weird if I was deep breathing. That'd be sexy, though. Okay. So I'll go through that in like a short period of time. So let me just check a few things and I'll get started. I'll get started. Oh my god. Eesh. Okay. So I want you to watch this video really quick before I go over my point, so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about, or at least half of it.
He is a hero type of fella.
So yeah, he is a hero kind of guy. It's Wednesday. It's Thursday tomorrow. Friday the day after. So, today's looking like a great day to play hero.
Oh, DDD, damn.
We
were wrong.
Thing. Gamer posted a video.
Oh, did he?
And he's like, oh, look at that upbeat. It's super good. Black is just like, I'm going to try and do it. And then he missed.
Okay, back air. What is going on? The hero's not this good.
Hero is so slow. But
yeah, his frame data's like Shulk level bad.
You gotta play him like Ike.
No, like Shulk. It's even worse. Like Shulk,
like Smash 4 Shulk.
Yeah, man.
Oh my. I played Smash 4 like a little while ago.
Oh no,
and I picked Shulk, and I tried nairing and I just started laughing. It was so slow. Like I was short off nairing, it didn't come out.
Yeah, I swear it doesn't in Smash 4.
Fast
Smash 4, crazy. Full-time commentator?
So, with this video, oh god, okay, okay, it's really good for my public speaking. But anyway, speaking? Can I not pronounce words? Anyway, so okay, don't get nervous. I wanted to talk about options and counterplay in video games. And DDD and Hero are, I feel, really good examples of like how. Stop saying like. Oh my god. Okay, DDD and Hero are two really good examples of how options and counterplay can really enhance the gaming experience. I can only speak normally if I'm speaking like a robot. Oh my god, I gotta do a balance. But anyway, basically, I wanted to talk about in this clip that I never saw before, how DDD and Hero are kind of some of my favorite Smash characters. Not really because I like the characters. To be honest, when I grew up playing Smash, I didn't actually know any of the characters besides like Mario and Kirby. So like, I didn't really like the game because I get to play as these iconic characters in this dumb game. No, it was only because of gameplay. So anyway, I want to talk about options. Anyway, so DDD, as we know, or as you should know, has a buttload of options. Every Smash character does. They have technically like 20 moves or more than 20 moves. Like they have 4 throws by default. DK has like 8. Uh, like they have like 8 like air attacks. No, 8 normal attacks, 4 special moves, and they all have ground variations, air variations, and you can apply some running, you can apply some like in the air, they have get up attacks. Like Smash characters have a buttload of attacks. Everyone knows that. But what makes DDD special is that like his one attack, the Gordo, can be used in like several ways. For example, um, the Gordo can be angled. I don't know if there's a good example in this video, but it could be angled so it could bounce in place, and it can also be shot like that, so you could snipe people. But also, like I said, with my point with counterplay, the Gordo, despite being good, you can like. Oh my god, I am so bad at talking. I'll get better at this, I promise. But you can fight against it by attacking it. So there was a clip I showed like a million times. I'm sure you've seen it already. But basically, Hero attacks the Gordo and then gets hit back in DDD's face. And I think, yeah, like right there, not in his face, but you know, it gets hit back and it could hit DDD just because of how well designed the move is. As we can see here, Hero does a down air, one of his many aerial attacks, hits it back, hits the Gordo while getting hit, but you can hit the Gordo without getting hit. It's just inconsistent. And it flies toward DDD, but he doesn't get hit. So the strategy with DDD is like you want to throw the Gordo, but you want to also be cautious of the opponent attacking because they have options against your Gordo. Unlike Mario, who can sit in the corner and kind of just fireball you all day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I like options and counterplay. It's really good. It gives the player a lot of ways to play the game. And the reason why I wanted like Hero on screen, oh my god, I'm so bad at segueing too. Segueing? I am not this bad at public speaking. I think I'm nervous. Hold on, let me drink some water. um, look, this is why I showed this clip because I love this game and I've been playing it for like since it came out. And I just wanted to point out that DDD has really a clever side B that's been in the game since Smash 4. So, yeah, I love this move. Have more moves like it. Have moves with counterplay. Have moves where I have to worry about the opponent using my move against me or some move having a unique consequence to it because that's what makes video games fun. So with Hero, I just wanted to point out that his down B gave him a buttload of options. I don't really have much to say on it. Like it doesn't really give you a unique strategy like command inputs do, whereas like you artificially have more startup on the attack because it takes you longer to do a DP motion than to just tap a button. So, you know. Yeah, not much to say about Hero. I just like playing him. He's fun. Just because of satisfying animation, and that's it, really. So, that's my first point. When making a game or when playing a game, doesn't matter. Generally, when the game has a lot of options and has really good counterplay, to whatever is happening, generally the game is really fun. Don't worry. I'll talk more. I don't even know how to phrase things. I'll talk better as the video goes on. Gets on? Was I about to say gets on? I hope this is entertaining because it could be like really hilarious to see me fumble my words. Oh my god. Or it could be like really annoying. Let's just hope it's the former, not the latter. Alright, to the next vid.
And at a
My
Smash
favorite.
4 which time? I felt that. It's tough.
Oh, and he
No!
scared. Coming down to the blast zone. Did he taunt?
Yo, we're gonna see
It's like,
Seiya. Now, Seiya isn't playing the hero for memes. This guy said he wants to main the hero because he actually is international from Japan, and he is one of the Japanese people that like love Dragon Quest. Like, oh, the hero, like, he's so fed.
The hero does the rest of it, right?
Bruh.
So, that was a great parry. And Hero Jab.
Okay, wow.
This is why GG players are carried. The ADs are they're like the Mii sword fighters with their regular characters.
The ADs are
Oh wow. I was pretty crappy on my part. I couldn't find the video I was looking for, so you're just gonna have to settle on this. It's very similar to what this is, but I wanted like good footage of Power Instinct 5 because it looks way better than the fourth game. And people should start playing the fifth game because I like spectating people, and I'm sick of them playing this game over and over again. But I guess it's easier to get working, you know. But anyway, Power Instinct 4, Matrimele. Matrimele? Matrimele? I don't know. I like to call it Melee, the Street Fighter game. But anyway, I'm not explaining my own joke. But anyway, yeah, I freaking love this game. It's probably my favorite franchise in an alternate dimension where this game had more, you know, sequels and whatnot. Currently, it's King of Fighters, but you know, King of Fighters is just this game without any of the hilarious stuff. I don't know how I can show that because humor is subjective. So you know, if you have no taste, you won't understand the appeal of this game. Um, Maybe I could have like the game playing on low. Maybe then my audio wouldn't be so annoying right next to it. But anyway, I didn't have this muted, right? Are you muted? Baby, are you muted? Baby, when did I tell you to shut up? Baby, I never told you to shut up. Speak to me. Speak to me. Okay. So yeah. Power Instinct is a game with a buttload of personality. On the last stage we were on, oh my god, freaking calm down, Shintaro. But anyway, on the last stage we were on, there was a song, or yeah, a song, a karaoke going on in the background about girls singing about computers and overclocking their computers. I mean, the song isn't just catchy, but it's like hilarious as well because it's like they're singing about computers. Okay, but this is what I feel a lot of games, especially fighting games, are missing: personality. Arc System Works is doing a great job with Guilty Gear and Grand Blue with conveying their characters through their animations and their interactions, and not really the mechanics. The mechanics, you know, they just feel like Street Fighter 2 characters. But anyway, except the Street Fighter, except the Guilty Gear characters, they actually feel like, you know, different people that aren't clones of Street Fighter 2 characters in disguise. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about personality. This game has a buttload of it, and as you can see on this stage, there is people who are not really idealized body wise, singing about, if you don't know what debu means, it means pig. They're singing about eating and how they love eating. It's kind of a game that looks hilarious on the surface, but once you actually listen to the translations, you'll realize that this game is freaking hilarious, and it would be amazing if this game got a sequel. Not even a sequel, just the game started taking inspiration from this game and started making more jank, crazy, bullcrap games. You know, and I love that type of stuff. You know, Smash doesn't make sense on the surface level, but it's fun, you know? That's all that matters. And Street Fighter doesn't make sense on a surface level because humans can't shoot fireballs, so that doesn't make sense. And to be honest, nothing makes sense on the surface level because if it's fiction, then it never happened, so why are we talking about it? So, you know, don't think that something is too weird. Don't think that there are such things as bad ideas. My mentality is always, if there's a bad idea, it's not a bad idea. It's just a good idea with too many holes, and it's your job as a human being to patch up those holes. You know, a child is kind of like an adult with too many holes. You know, once you give a child maturity, once you give a child knowledge, once you give a child confidence, suddenly they're a man. Suddenly they're more mature, smarter, and more motivated than any other man before them. And that's what makes a good human being. That's what makes a person, you know, worth a while. And that's what makes a game awesome. What was I talking about? This is why I need a script. I was talking about children for like how long? I think I was talking about children for like a minute. I caught myself real fast. But by the way, Clara, Lynn, and actually, there's a lot of characters I would main in this game if I played it more, or if I had a sequel, or if it just had more. But anyway, I love this game. I would love if more people knew about it, but to be honest, I think I would stop liking it the second that, every single fighting game does exactly what this game is doing. I'm just saying, look at this game, look how weird video games can be, and ask yourself, are you doing it? Okay, you don't. Sorry, I just witnessed kanjiing on himself. I think you saw what I saw. So yeah, not everything about this game is good, but if they could fix up kanji a little bit, maybe delete him from the universe, then I'll be happy. I'll be very, very happy. But yeah, overall, give your games personality, give them flair, and they'll be really, really good. Why am I so cold? Is this I was about to make a Sub-Zero joke, but I failed. I'm sorry. Anyway, now I want you to take a good look at this game. This game isn't real, if you know what I mean. It's a Mugen game. So, you can't buy it on your console because we live in a crappy world where fans kind of make games just as appealing as actual real games that exist. So, like, part of me just gets hyped for a fan game to come out while everyone's hyped over, like, another, like, Madden game. But aside from that, Marvel versus Capcom. I'm sorry, Marvel versus Capcom Maximum. Created by Pizza High 5. Really good Mugen creator. I think he's been working on Mugen for a while, but this game is really good. I play it a lot. I enjoy it. I love it. And I just wanted to point out why it's awesome real quick, so I can go into my next point. Why is this game awesome? Well, if I have to explain that to you, then this video is not for you. But I gotta say it. You know, I need a discussion so I can reflect on my opinions later on when I realize how garbage they are. Well, generally that's the case when I go back and see what I thought of something 2 years ago. But funny as I'm saying that, as we see a Gambit spam his butt off trying to defeat my boy Bass, thinking he's gonna live. But anyway, yeah, I love this game so much. It's so well made. I mean, yeah, it's really, really well made. Plenty of characters, of course, like all Mugens. Really, really unique mod that he put on it, or added to it. What did I say? How do you word that? He added a mod to it where basically you could switch out 4 different characters. So you have like 8 people going wild on each other. And you could like tag out anytime. And it's so broken, but it's so fun. Because it's like, it's so broken that you don't want to win. Because you could just pick a boss character and end everyone in one button press. So it's not a game about winning or losing anymore. It's like so broken. Not even Marvel vs. Capcom broken. But like so broken, unfinished, Mugen-y, that you have no choice but to have fun with the game. Well, depending on your personality. Like, if you're really, really desperate to win, like, because you tie your own self-confidence to freaking children's video games, then yeah, you're never going to enjoy a Mugen game. Ever. But, hold on. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. I don't know if you were hearing me the entire time. I think you were. I think you were. Yeah, you were. Anyway, what if I made this whole video and like you weren't hearing a single thing I was saying? Oh, that would be embarrassing. But anyway, aside from that, Maiwa, the game's biggest problem, of course, is that it's a Mugen game, and I think despite its crappy balance, despite its surface level not appealing from a critical standpoint aspects. Sorry, I had a stroke. I think the biggest takeaway, or at least the biggest issue with this game, is definitely the lack of bug testing. This is a Mugen problem, so don't solo this game. Like, if you don't like games with bugs, then never play a Mugen game. Ever. Seriously, I have never in my life, no matter how high quality the game was, played a Mugen game without a single bug. Like, first of all, I never played a video game without bug. You know? Like, every video game has a bug, but like, Mugen games is like, you just play it for like, once. Like, within the first play session, assuming your first play session is like an hour long. You will encounter a bug, and it's really sad because these games are about the content and the excitement, not really if they feel console quality or not, or if they're presentable for a wide audience, which is good because honestly, this game gave me a unique experience that very, very few games can give because games are too focused on being balanced that everything becomes repetitive and nothing ever subverts your expectations because everything follows the exact same rules. Like, you can't go away from the template or it'll freaking destroy the whole game. Like, if you don't do these certain aspects, all of a sudden your game might be considered bad. So, yeah, I think it's really important that we, first of all, don't take anything as law. But that's not my point. My point is bug fixing, but I have nothing really to say on that. It's just I wish this game didn't have so many bugs. That's it. That's all I can say. But I really want to talk about like just the game in general. And like actually I think I should have put instead of like number 3 bug fixes, I think I should have put like number 3 don't take anything for granted. Or maybe number 5, don't take anything as law. Like, you can have a good game that's broken. You can have a good game with bad graphics. You can have a good game with bad game mechanics. It all depends on, like, how the game is being made and what's your intent of the game. Don't worry about making a good game. Focus on making a game that you like and your target demographic likes. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that either, because it's like, I kind of want low-key say only focus on a game that you would like, and then once you love that game, then you focus on modifying it, not changing it, not completely overhauling it, modifying it to make it more likable for a wide audience. Because no matter what you do, oh my god, chill, what the I'm sorry. I don't know how to do that. Like, I get 3 supers at once. I can only get like 2. But anyway, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't even know who that was. I just felt really sorry for him. He got like 3 beams in the mouth. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't taste good either. But anyway, yeah. Overall, don't take anything as law. I think that's way more important. Focus on a game that you enjoy making, a game you enjoy playing, and then modify it for other means. And if you can't modify it without like changing it from its core, then just find like another audience to appeal to. Because you gotta remember, any good game can be a bad game if the person doesn't like the game. I mean, it's the most obvious thing ever, but I didn't know that, and no one really ever specified that for me, so I felt I need to point that out instead of just trashing this game for how many bugs it has. Because who freaking cares about bugs? I don't even care about bugs. Look, I didn't want bugs in the game, so you know what I did? I went in the game's code, made it so the most stable characters are the only ones who appear in the ladder, and that's it. I've been enjoying the game ever since. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you have a good game, then all that matters is that you make slight modifications to appeal to your audience. Like, sure, if the base game I don't like, I'll admit, like, playing against some of the custom characters feels disgusting, but I'm spending way too much time on this point, but playing as some of the custom characters, or mostly fighting them, is really annoying, because they're plus on everything, and they do way too much damage, and they bug out way too frequently, and they crash the game. So, I don't know why I don't remove the characters who crash the game, but whatever. It doesn't matter. This game is fun, and it'd probably be less of a game if it was any different. So, you know, modify the game if you don't like an aspect of it. Happy birthday to you, Pizza High Five. Happy birthday to you. Seriously, I just love doing a super and catching like 2 people. It feels so good. It feels so freaking good. I'm sorry.
Smile.
So oh boy, I don't know what to say. Oh my god, it's about to start. Okay. Um. So basically, should I say what I want to say before or after? I'm going to choose after. Just watch the footage until the end. Enjoy it. Please enjoy it. And yeah, I'll be back with you in a second.
I am Shao Kahn. All within this realm serve my will, even those that seek to betray me. But you shall not be so fortunate. My people.
KO.
My people have spoken, and a king must, if only once every millennium or so, listen to the will of his people. Can you survive?
Fight.
Okay, I don't know about you, but when I first saw that, I had the goofiest grin on my face of all time. Like meme face worthy, like Pikachu face. I had a Pikachu face. I had a bad meme that will die in a matter of seconds face on my face. It was intense how hype I was. Like, oh my god, my boy Shao Kahn really just gave a monologue about. There's so much to take away from it, you know? There's so much great about that cutscene. And it's so simple. Oh my god, wow. Oh, okay. Hold on. There's some more lore bits. Hold on.
Don't fail me again, Kintaro.
Sorry. I don't know if you heard it, but I think you heard it. You heard it. You probably heard it. But that's I don't know how to explain why I love that so much. You know, it's like I don't know if anyone here watched Yu Yu Hakusho, or if I go back to this video and realize I do not remember what Yu Yu Hakusho is. But anyway, regardless, there's a show out there, an anime called Yu Yu Hakusho, and there was like a whole entire scene where all that happened was the villain of the show asked for like orange juice instead of like wine or beer. And it was like the coolest thing because it's like, wow, Kintaro died real fast. But it was like so cool because it gave so much characterization to this character that all we see do is like fight. That's all like these characters generally do, and generally make seeing them in such a unique situation is so cool to me. It's so mind blowing. So, you know, story is very important in your video games. I don't think like you should have too much of it. I think you should always have gameplay over story. You should always like have the gamer wanting more story. Never have them say I want more gameplay, because this is a video game, an interactive medium, so you can't just, you know, make very little gameplay and just a good story and think that's okay. Or at least in my opinion. There's a lot of games that have succeeded in the past by just being movies. But anyway, yeah. Video games need more story, especially fighting games. Oh my god. Oh, especially because a lot of the games I make never have stories and generally are super nonsensical. So, you know, I hope that this inspires me a lot, no matter what point in my game development career, like I'm in. I hope I really remember the meaning and power behind just giving a character a voice, giving them a personality, like making them like call out to their like beast when he's defeating and telling him, "Do not fail me again." Like that's so cool. Like, oh, and there's so many unique ways you can have characters like go out, like surprise the audience with how bizarre they can truly, like just make them do something different is what I'm saying. Make them do something different that conveys their character, their personality. That's all I can say. Like, there's so much that goes into a story, from character development to the hero's journey. Well, that's generally the story structure, but there's also like character interaction and plot progression and like setups and foreshadowing. And this is so interesting to me, and I can't explain why that's interesting. All I can say is put some damn story in your crap. I don't freaking care if it's like, hold on, I have another example of a story. I hope I'm not going over time, but I have another good example of a story. I should have had like gameplay in it. No, I wanted to show you what Shao Kahn says, like when Goro gets his booty whipped. Hold on.
That is enough! Now face me! Silence! Your presence here is unwanted, uninvited. But like all who come to this realm, you serve me, whether you are aware of it or not. Now, what am I to do with you? That is enough! Now face me! Bow to me.
Round.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm spending way too much time on the story aspect, especially because there's so many other good stories and so many other powerful, like, character moments that I want to show. Like, there was another one that I don't have time to go over, but there's this open bore. Open bore is actually stands for Open Beats of Rage. Its ending is freaking hilarious, and you should go look it up if you're interested. That's it. That's all I have to say on story. And I don't want to spend as much time as I did on bug fixes. It's supposed to be a real quick stream. So, let's get to the last point, which I think is extremely important. But, yeah, it's extremely important, and I hope, I can convey this in a way that makes sense. Well, yeah, I can't think of a good way to convey this, but all I can say is make your game freaking unique. Make it something so out there, so unique that it doesn't really matter if it has a buttload of flaws. It doesn't really matter if you know, like if certain things aren't the way you want it to be. Make it so unique that the players have no choice but to go to your game for what they want from it. Like, did you see that? I'm sorry. Let me shut up for a second. Hold on. Alright. You see, stuff like that is a perfect example of like all of my points in one fell swoop. Freaking Geese Hawada freaking destroying. I'm sorry, I'm so excited right now. But oh my god. Oh wow. Oh my god, I'm geeking out right now. But see this, baby? Oh my god, are you seeing this right now? Like, make your game so unique, so out there, so unlike everything else that, you know, it doesn't really matter if your game has a buttload of bugs. It doesn't really matter, like, if your game isn't appealing to the trends. It doesn't really matter if your game isn't so innovative and so like simple at the same time that everyone just gets it and buys it or plays it or whatever you want. What matters is that your game has so much options and so much counterplay to all those options that, like, you know, the meta just keeps going and going and going and going and going and going, you know? Like, give your game so much personality, like, and story, and like, don't be afraid to like destroy rules. Just be ready to just I can't I don't know how to articulate my thoughts yet. But can we see that one more time? My boy. Okay. Let me explain why this is so great for a second. Okay. It's a super, so you have a buttload of counterplay, just block. But the thing is, you can combo into it, so it makes every single option he has extremely dangerous. Bam, point one. Point number two, personality, father-son moment. Point number three, freaking don't be afraid to break the rules. It doesn't make sense that Rock and Geese Howard are like. Rock is thinking of Geese Howard right now, or like is imitating Geese Howard. It doesn't even make sense in like the canon that like Rock would even do any of Geese Howard's moves because he really hates them. But like, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't really matter. It's the story, man. This just gives me so much memories of playing all the KOF games. Okay, a lot of them, not all of them, but so many of the KOF games and remembering like just plowing people with Geese Howard. Playing as Rock and like them doing it at the same time makes no sense. But like at the same time, you can see the logic, and because there's a logic, it's like that's all you need for it to be as cool as. Because it's really hard to explain why that's so freaking awesome, and why all of this is so freaking awesome. You know, gaming as a whole, like as a game developer, it doesn't really matter to me at all if my game is the biggest thing in the planet, if it's the smallest thing in the planet, if it gets no niche following, if it gets no huge following. None of that matters to me. All that matters is that my game exists, and I love it. I can modify my game so, like, you know, other people can like it. And, you know, you should take feedback and criticism, but why are you seeing this crap right now? My boy Shingo forgot his move, and, like, they recreated that. Like, it's hard to explain why this is so great. It's hard. It's really hard. I'm sure there's something for everyone out there. You just need to find the video game that, like, reminds you why you like living. You know, like maybe play a video game that has so much family in it that you just have a big grin on your face all the time, or a video game that has so much violence in it that you just have like so much energy. A game that has so much personality that it just makes you make the Pikachu face all day. I'm Pikachu facing right now, if you can't tell. But this is this isn't even nostalgic. It's only been like 6 months since I watched this video. Like, when did this vid come out? It came out in 2019. At most, it could have been just like a year since I've seen this vid. But it doesn't matter because it's so cool. It's so freaking cool. Like, all I can say is, when you're making a video game, experiment and just do what's freaking awesome. That's it. When it comes to every single entertainment industry, from movies to books to freaking, I don't know, shirts. The fashion industry works the same way, but there's no logic. You can work hard on a video game and no one will like it. You can work hard on a video game and everyone could like it. You could not do anything and no one will like it. And you could not do anything and then everyone can like it. It doesn't matter. Flappy Bird was like one of the biggest games in 2012. And like Overwatch is one of the biggest games of its time. You know, it doesn't matter what your game is. All that matters is that you keep doing what you're doing. And then making something beautiful so you just have the will to live and you just enjoy your life. Look, the reason why I enjoy this so much is not because this, on a surface level, is cool to me. It's the memories of playing my favorite video game franchise in this universe, at least. It would be Power Instinct if they had more games. But, you know, I just have so much history with KOF. And just seeing this, and this is made by fans. This isn't even, like, official. And you can see that it's flawed. Like, dude, like, he doesn't even turn around, like, before he, like, goes back to his idle animation. Like, they couldn't do that because they're fans, and you know they have lives, and they can't freaking polish every single tiny little minute detail. And according to some people, that makes a game bad. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't freaking care what you think. All I care about is that if I'm happy with what I have, you know, and all I care about is making people happy with what they have, you know. That's what matters. That's what truly matters. What truly matters is that we blow our own minds in our own ways, because we all have different minds, so they all get blown up in different freaking ways. Thank you for watching if you did, and if you heard me say thank you for watching if you did, then you did. Or maybe skip to the end like a butthole. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as you enjoy being a butthole, that's all that matters. That's the grand point of this vid.